Hello, my friends. I hope everyone is doing well and having an awesome day, and thank you for tuning in. This is something new and exciting for me, and I want to share with you. So, I want to do this project that kind of, for me, recreates a childhood game that I used to play. And just the whole experience for me is very meaningful. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a music video to an album, and I'll tell you about the album in a minute. But when I was a kid, I loved music, and I loved setting up my little boombox in my bedroom, and then putting something in the room that was a camera, and I would create my own music video to that song, and I would dance, and I would air guitar and drum, and just kind of create a music video. And some of it was acting, and some of it was dancing, and then also the instruments. So I did the full swing. I think there was even some times that my siblings joined in. And it was very fun for me. I love performing and dancing and singing and all of that awesomeness. So I want to do that. But I've chosen this album. This album is extremely meaningful to me. I can't think of any other word to express it at the moment. But this album is called Life Screams, and it's by an amazing artist. Her name is Lacey Sturm, and you guys may know her as the former lead singer of the band called Flyleaf. So back in the day, I know a lot of my friends jammed some of that. And so she's gone on her own path and has a fairly new album out. It came out at the beginning of 2017. And it was a perfect timed release for me because at the end of 2016 and the beginning of 2017, I was going through a very hard time internally and externally. So there's a lot of things happening outside of me that was causing a lot of turmoil and roughness inside of me, that I was in a funk. I'll put it that way. A pretty deep, dark funk. And my crab self, I'm very easily drawn in when things get a little bit hectic, and during that time I really drew in and I distanced myself from a lot of people that I care about, and was just not in a very good place. And I actually happened to be on a small road trip for work by myself for a handful of hours up to Dallas area, and I had just heard one of her songs and I was like, oh my gosh, I love that. And so I wanted to play the whole album, and that album repeated the entire time that I drove up there, and then on my way back again it repeated the entire drive home. And during this drive, I know I cried and I screamed, and just so much happened on this drive, and the music hit me in all the right spots and really just kind of shone light inside of my crab shell that I was trying to hide in. And I told myself I need to get off my ASS and get back to the things that I enjoy doing and stop sitting in my own pity party alone. So I went back to my ecstatic dance and found some new friendships and rekindled my other friendships that I had let kind of turn into hot coals instead of a fiery flame. But if you know the band Flyleaf or Lacey Sturm, you know she sings a lot about God. She is a firm believer in God. Now, I don't necessarily believe in a God in the biblical sense or religious sense. I believe in God as in like a single eternal being in which we all reside and we all make up a one consciousness. There's just one with a million different aspects and views and perspectives on life experience or the eternal experience. So that's just my little short rundown belief on me. If you don't resonate with that, that's totally cool. I pass no judgment to whatever it is that you choose to believe in, as long as we are all working towards the greater good of humanity and trying to build this planet into a beautiful heaven, then we're good. But anytime someone who's talking to me, a friend or anyone, and they mention the word God, or they start talking, religiously, I automatically translate that to what I perceive my beliefs as. So I don't sit there and judge them for saying that they believe in God or, I don't know, just random things. In my mind, it translates to what I believe in. And so then I'm able to communicate with whomever it is, and we can kind of have a common ground in a way. So that works for me. So anyways, in her songs, she sings a lot about God and all of that, but for me, it translates into my own, what works for me and myself, but her messages are beautiful. And basically, she was in a dark place, and just kind of went through this awakening of standing up for herself and, saying, I'm not going to take this anymore, and, turn to God to, shine some light and guide her. And that's exactly what happened. And she, found a way to love herself again, and to have a relationship with God, and to continue to follow her heart and what she loves to do. And so she just falls in love again with herself and the world and with God. And so, yeah, this album helped me get out of a very dark, rough time for me. So I want to recreate some music videos, and I'm even going to dress up and do the whole shebang, and it's going to be super fun. So if you want to tune into all of them, I'm not going to post them all at the same time. I'm going to do them just kind of intermittently over the next few weeks. So hope you enjoy, and thanks for watching.